been a year. Anyway, she's an amazing songwriter, an amazing human being, and yeah. And New Mexico is lucky to have her back because she's from here, and she moved away, and after she graduated from Berkeley, she moved back. So she's back in Albuquerque. This was my dad's favorite song. He died right before the like literally 2 days before the shutdown happened in 2020. This was his favorite song, which is very ironic because my dad had an affair for a really long time. And that's kind of what this song is about. So it's just, anyway. Irony also died that day. Well, I asked my lover, had there ever been another since the day we were wed? There came no reply, so I started to cry and hang my head. So I'll say adios, and I'll say that I loved you the most. You'll never find a love so true and sweet as the love I lay down at your feet. What is her name? Does it feel the same when you lay your heart there down? And when you're by her side, does she know how you lie? You lie to me. So I'll say adios, and I'll say that I loved you the most. And you'll never find a love so true and sweet as the love I lay down at your feet. So why did you lie to me? Knowing your sweet love had died for me. Now I'm standing alone, I am alone. Oh, but I'm free. I don't know if it's where I wanna be. Well, I asked my lover, had there ever been another since the day we were wed? And there came no reply, so I started to cry and hang my head. So I'll say adios, Hey baby, it's been a while since I've seen you smiling at me. Too long that I've been gone. There's so many places that I had to be. Well, I just gotta tell you, there's one thing I know. Through all the world and all the miles, I never let you go. I have seen the world, I've sailed across the sea. I've even skipped along the surface of the sun. I've been brought down to my knees. There's a half moon rising, all I want is you. On the side of that mountain, you are my favorite thing to do. Come and lay beside me now, tell me everything. Touch my hand, it's simple and grand. Tell me I'm not dreaming. All these words that I've spoken, they've been written down on my heart. Nothing here that's broken, there's nothing hiding in the dark. No, no, I have seen the world, I've sailed across the sea. I've even skipped along the surface of the sun. I've been brought down to my knees. There's a half moon rising, all I want is you. On the side of that mountain, you are my favorite thing to do. There's a half a moon and she's rising. All I want is you. On the side of that mountain, you know you are my favorite thing to do. We are on the side of the mountain right now, ish. You know, I positioned that chair right in front of the fan. I got it. Oh, there we go. Woo! I mean, I'm in the change, but that was extra. Randy, I have a really significant, I don't know if you guys can hear it, a static. If they can't hear it, it's fine. They can hear a little bit coming out of this guy right here. Okay. Yeah, all over again. So, how y'all are? I released another album last year. Can't believe it's been a year. And the first two songs I did are on that new record, and so is this one. What if I wanted to touch your hand? It'd be too much. Come up behind you and do a real slow dance. It'd be too much. What if I wanted to kiss your mouth? It'd be too much. I gotta do something, I gotta let this out. 'cause it's getting too much. You know I can feel you in my arms. I wanna know you all night long. And when the daylight breaks through to the morning, I wanna know you all over again, all over again. I can smell your perfume in my hair, just like the thought of you lingers there. Tell me, baby, do you even care? Was it just too much? I wanna feel you in my arms. I wanna know you all night long. And when the daylight breaks through the morning, I wanna know you all over again, all over again. Breaks through the morning, I wanna know you all over again, all over again, all over again, all over again, all over again. You know, I grew up in Fort Worth, Texas, and it's doing that doohickey again, Randy. In the monitor, it's got some static.
That's probably the fan blowing in the microphone.
Oh, right on. Smart man. Hey, why not?
Yeah, that's all right. It's cool if you can stand it. We can.
The point where I mean,
Here you go.
or not.
Right now.
No, it's fine. Anyway, grew up in Fort Worth, Texas. Went to Catholic school all my life. The face, that was fantastic. That was great. I was really lucky. I actually grew up in a really liberal Catholic church, which is now a bit of an oxymoron. But it was I learned Tai Chi and Zen meditation, religion class, and all kinds of cool stuff. First time, one of my teachers told me that the Holy Spirit was actually a woman, and it was cool. Anywho, the point of all that was, it's ingrained in me, right, these manners and all this stuff. I just grew up in that kind of... Mom was always watching, and she I never got yelled at or in trouble or anything. She just shot her eyebrow up, and I knew that something had gone awry. And of course, in Catholic school, the nuns didn't have to even shoot an eyebrow; they just stopped. So as I'm playing, I'm sitting here, By the way, when I was about 7 or 8, I taught myself how to shoot my eyebrow back up at my mom. And she started laughing and it was ineffective from that moment forward. Anyway, I'm sitting on this bench. I'm like, this is not ladylike. I'm like, so I apologize to everyone on the front row. Of course, it's all front row, but I can't help it. I am going to ask my friend Jana to do one of her tunes. If you guys are good with that, I want you to be able to hear a song from Jana, since she is a native and from here and local. Yeah, native's probably not the right word. Local here in Albuquerque.
Thanks.
She's amazing. One of my favorite lyricists on the planet is this person right here. Yeah.
What a cool spot.
Yeah.
I got to know Julia and Randy in Texas and went to their shows there, so this is awesome. New Mexico's lucky. This song's called As Long As It Feels Right. It's kind of my personal mantra. I feel like I need to repeat it to myself all the time. And it's happening.
Yeah, I don't think it's the fan, actually.
Whatever it is, we're hearing it.
Yeah. I don't think it's the fan. It feels like it might be you. I don't know. No, because it's
Well, as long as it feels right. It applies in every situation. All right, here we go.
While the summer monsoon roared, see I am
hope one day that you write a book of your lyrics and publish the book of lyrics in addition to releasing your music, because your lyrics are also just such art. They're prayers, like Janet has a big cachet of songwriting fans, big time. So I'm going to do a really old tune. La da da la da, la da da da, la da da da, la da da. Looking like another sleepless night, 21 in a row. I'm rounding the corners and I hold on tight. Say, baby, take it slow. What would your mama say if she saw you here like this? Looking over onto me that way, painting pictures of a kiss. You said you had a dream. Was I there? Was I there? So tell me, what was it like? And I say love is never what it seems. But am I there? Well, tell me, what was it like with you in your dreams? Say something sweet to me. Maybe I will, or maybe I will just believe you. Say something sweet to me. 'Cause dreaming is easy, baby, let's just see what it brings. Words like honey from your mouth drip inside my head. A taste what love is all about without the fear and the dread. I know the way you talk to me, you're wanting something more. So let me look down inside of you. Let's open up the doors. And you said you had a dream. But was I there? Was I there? Tell me, what was it like? And I say love is never what it seems. But am I there? Tell me, what was it like with you in your dream? Say something sweet to me. Baby, I will just believe you. Say something sweet on me. Oh, dreaming is easy, baby, to see what it brings. That's actually on an album that you can't get anywhere, unless you knew me before. Old major label record, Tango. But anyway, you can probably buy them on Amazon used. That's pretty. I like to say.
I'll sell you a download for $40.
Right on. Capitalism. Randy, I'm probably going to need a little more juice because I'm going to finger pick. Just volume on my. Thank you, sir. I come here. Do y'all want to hear the story behind this song? Sorry. You know, it's when you go back and forth between house concert shows and shows that aren't house concerts, nobody wants to hear the stories and the other kinds of shows. And I forget. Anyway, so I wrote this song when I moved back from Colorado to Texas. And I was living in Texas when I wrote the song. And I had just gone through a huge breakup. But, you know, those places where we feel fractured and broken, I love the Japanese have that beautiful tradition and practice, actually it's a practice, it's not a tradition, of putting gold inside those cracks in the vases and the things. And I actually didn't know about that when I wrote this song. And then my friend Peter Mayer told me about that when he heard the song. He's like, oh, you know, because he has a song called Broken Bowl or Broken, something like that, that talks about that. And so I wrote it coming from a place that was feeling very broken, but the truth is that when you're broken is when you're open and things are able to pour in and heal and fill up. And you know, when you break a bone, it's stronger where you broke it. And I think the vulnerability of owning that and being okay with it and leaning into it is what this song was basically saying, and sort of an invocation. And it just being okay to be feeling like that, because there's peace there. You know? I come here to bury my soul, to make this thing whole. I come here. I run home to find my way back to the love that I like. I run home, but there is peace in the broken. There's peace in the fall. And if your heart is open, it's not empty at all. And the sweetest surrender I have ever known, or that I can remember, I'm standing here alone. Oh, but I was not alone, no, no. I turn away just to prove that I can fight with all of my stupid might. I turn away. I say to you, you know love will abide if you do not hide your hearts. I say to you, and there is a peace in the broken, there's a peace in the fall. If your heart is broken, it's not empty at all. And the sweetest surrender I have ever known. All that I can remember, while standing here alone, but I was not alone, no, no. I come here to bear you my soul now, to make this thing whole. I come here.
Capo on 6, right?
What?
Capo on 6.
Capo on 6. I got it right. I write these songs, but oftentimes I forget how they start. Including the key. But not today.
You. Nope. Okay. Yep. Nope.
Whoop. Here. So on the other end of the breakup spectrum, and you get past it, and you're good. And it might be years, months, decades later, whatever, your own time. You get to this place, and we all have this person, I think, for most of us probably. You know what? It's this XLR cable. It is. It's this XLR. Trying to find this. We'll replace it at the halftime, but until then, it's my percussion. Anyway, then you start wondering, I wonder how they're doing. Some days I still think of you, and I know, well, I know it ain't right. In so many ways I never talked to you. In the cover at night, where are you now? How have you been? Who do you love? Is it still a sin? Do the stars still shine there in your eyes when you laugh? Are you doing all right? Are you doing all right? Well, I can recall a bright summer night, and you stood me still. I watched you fall, plain out of sight. I had nothing left, but I had some time to kill. So where are you now? How have you been? And who do you love? Is it still a sin? Do the stars still shine there in your eyes when you laugh? Are you doing alright? Are you doing alright? Where are you now? How have you been? Who do you love? Is it still a sin? Do the stars still shine in your eyes when you laugh? Are you doing alright? Are you doing alright? I hope you're doing alright. Thanks, y'all. We're going to take a break. And I just want to say thank you, Julia and Randy. I miss you being in Texas, but I'm so happy for you that you're here, and I'm grateful that you created this space for your community and for us. So thank you so much, and we'll be right back. It feels like the water just keeps coming on, washing right over what I've done wrong. Well, sometimes I've done nothing to bring on the rain, and then I've asked it to dance and called it by name, and I've held the hands, the devils and angels, they both come around, and I've made my stand in heaven and hell, and they both let me down, but it's alright. You know I'm coming around. I have known sorrow, I've walked all through the night till I found tomorrow, drowning in the light, and those soft set whispers, they sing in my head. Once spoke of the broken, now they heal me instead. I've held the hands of devils and angels, they both come around. I've made my stand in heaven and hell, and they both let me down. But it's alright. You know I'm coming around. There is a river now that I have to cross. No one will carry me to the love that I have lost. But I'm coming home. I'm coming home. I've held the hands of devils and angels, and they both let me down. And I've held my stand in heaven and hell, 'cause they both hang around. But it's alright. Oh, it's alright. Yeah, it's alright. You know I'm coming around. Thanks. Well, you guys can see my dental work. I mean, we are, woohoo! Hi! Wow. Okay. So that song was about darkness and shadows and light. Not as good as Joni Mitchell's, but it's about embracing all the parts of all of that, you know. This next one, I wrote, oh gosh, right before, maybe, well, right when the pandemic started. And, you know, it was just a very self-reflective time, right? I hope, for everyone. It certainly was for me, and you know, you get to that place where you think life is so complicated and simple all at the same time, and the complexities of growing older and having different understandings of things and what really matters, what doesn't matter, and you know, all the things. And it all really does come together in the way that it's supposed to. But you can still feel like caca in the meantime. The song is not about that. The song is just about being honest about stuff. I can't remember how it starts. Remember how I said that earlier? But you know what's cool? This book right here, which is really just scratchings of keys and stuff. This is actually what I wrote this song in. So I know it's in here. All I have to do is glance at it. I love when that happens on accident.
Is that what they taught you in college?
What?
I said, is that what they taught you in college?
Absolutely. Master's degree and everything.
Woohoo!
All I needed was the first word. Every time I think about you, every time I hear your name, every time about me every time I hear your name. I am lost, I am found. Is it amazing or is it just grace? Can't see much but the lines on my face, and they trace some of my stories, and they trace some of my glory, and they know every tear that I can't erase. I've done my share of leaving, God knows I've been left behind. Everybody does their own brand of grieving, and there's nothing special with mine. Is it amazing or is it just grace? Can't see much but the lines on my face, and they trace some of my stories, and they trace some of my glories, and they know every tear that I can't erase. Would think that I would know a better way to make love grow, but I just do the best that I can. It's never enough, but I do the best that I can. Is it amazing or is it just grace? Can't see much but the lines on my face, and they trace some of my stories, and they trace some of my glory, and they know every tear I cannot erase. Is it amazing or is it just grace? Can't see much but these lines on my face. Oh Lord, and they trace some of my stories, and they trace some of my glories, and they know every tear I cannot erase. Thank you for the use of your keyboard.
My dad gave me this notebook before he died. He said, go do that. You're okay, Dad.
This fingerprint thing never works on this thing. I don't know if it's ever worked. And I've tried. Did anybody come up and look at all my little tchotchkes up here? On my Mojo, Juju, Chotsky? Mental health help. Julie, I did not know what time we started because we started late, so you're going to have to tell me how much more time we have. So sorry. Till 5. Okay. Thank you.
Or after that?
Well, no, it's fine. I just didn't know because I didn't look at my clock. And thank you, Randy, for the cable replacement.
Yeah.
Randy, the cable guy. And sound man, engineer, extraordinaire. Oh, that's me. Mute. Sorry. I'm like, I've only been doing this for 35 years. How y'all doing? Oh. Yeah. I don't want to hurt anybody. Okay, so while Randy's pulling me out of the rafters with the volume because I wasn't plugged in, this next song I wrote, the perils of the music business. So I was on a major record label that shall remain nameless, and we parted ways. And it was actually a very good thing, and I don't regret any of the wonderful experiences and things I got to do and all that. It was wonderful. And it was time to move in a different direction for both of us. But after it happened, I kept having, other musician friends call me saying, "Dang, are you okay? I mean, like, I don't know how this is going to be hard, and what, and the band, and how are you going to pay for all that, and you got to blah, blah, blah." And it was a lot. Actually, everybody stayed with me, including my publicist and booking agent and all that. They all stayed with me. So it really was quite lovely and fine without red tape. But I digress. And anyway, I just said, I appreciate the love, I do. But if I really listened to you guys, I would not get up in the morning. Jeez. We're going to be okay. And Randy, if I could have a little more vocal in the monitor, I would thank you so much. That would be great. So I wrote this song in kind of a response to that. And, yeah. Somebody said straight to me, thank you, that I should be blind now. But somehow I see that my heart should be broken, shattered like glass. Oh, but I'm seeing rainbows now. If somebody should ask, and I got a million angels on my wing. I got a million stars, and they make up my sun, shining down on me. Lord, in my darkest hour, it's when I can see, 'cause I got this love. It's a sweet love, and it's living in me. Oh, you may say that the devil has found me, yeah. I tell you now, no. She does not confound me, 'cause I got this love, and it takes up a high road, and it carries my troubles, no matter the load, no. And I got a million angels on my wing. I got a million stars, and they make up my sun, shining down on me. Lord, in my darkest hour, when I can see, 'cause I got this love. It's a sweet, sweet love, and it's living right here in me. my darkest hour is when I always see, 'cause I got this love, it's a sweet love, it's living in me. Oh, I got this love, it's a sweet love, it's living in me. Thank you so much. I'm gonna ask my friend Jana to come back and play. Okay, so here's some more intel into EW. That's me. So I, like so many people in the world, probably maybe some of you in this room, I live with pretty significant anxiety disorder. I got diagnosed with panic disorder when I was actually 11 years old. And it's been my constant companion, like it or not. And in fact, we were listening to Anne Lamott's new book, something Dusk, something Dawn. I don't remember. It's a 3-word title. It's her newer one, newest one. And she talks about when she was a little girl, because she also has anxiety pretty significantly. And when she was a little girl, she hired a governess. And her governess's name was Dread. And it wasn't until about 5 minutes later into the chapter, I'm like, oh God, she's talking about her anxiety. She named it and calls it her governess. It was brilliant. Because she still has conversations. They're still close. And challenge each other often. Anyway, so I had a governess also. I don't know what I'm going to name her yet, but yeah. Anyway, so there was a period of time when I was in my almost mid to late 20s. And I had a horrible bout with this stuff, and I couldn't leave my house. And there was a period of time where I couldn't even leave my room, except to run to the bathroom and run back. And it sucked. But more than that, it was also terrifying and humiliating. All the shame that comes with mental wellness conditions. And anywho, I wrote this song during that time. And my mom, I was at my mom's house at the time, and she had this huge picture. It was about like that, a little bit bigger actually, and it looked out into her backyard. And that's all I'll say. But I need to get in the right key, because Jana's going to play, and she'll be so upset on the inside. That is almost going to go out of tune, so I'm gonna. People with anxiety plan and mitigate all the time. And I saw a disaster about to happen, and I'm like, it could happen, or it's a 50-50 shot, but I'm going to err on the side of caution, of dread, and fix it. I'm running for president, you guys. I'm just so not, I'm kidding. Well, I've been stumbling around myself, it seems like all my life, stacking bits and pieces just out of the reaches on my shelf, and it seemed like all my life. And if this ain't the longest, shortest trip around the world in my backyard, looking for the crazy peacefulness, you wouldn't think it'd be so hard. But it was, and it is, but it was worth every mile. When I come through here, you're gonna see me smile. I can close my eyes and be in Big Ben. I'm sitting next to you, watching the moon catching fire in your eyes. Or I can drop you a line every now and then, it's up to you. 'Cause either way I'm gonna spread these broken wings and fly. And if this ain't the longest, shortest trip around the world in my backyard, looking for the crazy peacefulness, you wouldn't think it'd be so hard. But it was, and it is, but it was worth every mile. When I come through here, you're gonna see me smile. And if this ain't the longest, shortest trip around the world in my backyard, looking for the crazy peacefulness, you wouldn't think it'd be so hard. But it was, and it is, and it was worth every mile. When I come through here, you're gonna see me smile. And it was, and it is, but it's worth every mile. When I come through here, you're gonna see me smile. It's kind of, you know what, COVID was made for people like me. Well, no, wait, let me first. The shutdown was made for people like me. The COVID part was actually really bad for people that live with anxiety. But we're here. I also want to shout out to the state of New Mexico and your governor for doing such a good job during that time. Honestly, as I said earlier, I'm from Texas. Okay, so I wrote this song right before I moved back to Texas from Colorado. And when I say right before, I literally mean I was in my car. I pulled off to the diner outside of Aspen in Carbondale off Highway 82. And had one last grilled cheese. Best homemade grilled cheeses in the world. And the guy who owned it, he had horses at my place. His wife did, and so we knew each other, and he was a big music lover person. And so I just took my guitar into the corner booth and had one last grilled cheese, and I wrote this song. And the love I'm talking about in this tune is the love of the self. It's not, which I think is still a romantic love, but not with another person. But before you have that one, you can't really do any of the other ones, and so that's what this one's about. I believe in love, I heard her say, even as she walked away from everything she ever knew. And she said to anyone who'd listen, there'd be nobody missing her. Nobody's missing her here. Nobody's missing her here, no. She finds herself alone in a diner out on Highway 82. Heading back to Denver. Every time she tried to fit herself inside of someone else's frame, her very name she can't remember. You know she cannot remember. Every day she wakes up, thankful for the sun and thankful for the moon. Every day she wakes up, she knows that love will be coming soon. This time she's not too late. This time she's gonna wait for love to come home. Love is coming home. Love is coming home. Yeah. hanging on to anything inside the truth. Love eludes along the surface winds, and you know they're blowing in and then away with her youth, blowing away with her youth. Every day, you know, she wakes up thankful for the sun, thankful for the moon. Every day she wakes up, she knows that love will be coming soon. 'Cause this time she's not too late. This time she's gonna wait for love to come home. Love is coming home. Love is coming home. Yeah. She wakes up thankful for the sun, thankful for the moon. And every day she wakes up, she knows love will be coming soon. 'Cause this time she's not gonna be late. This time she's just gonna wait for love to come home. Love is coming home. Love is coming home. Love is bound to come home. Love is coming home. Jana? Yeah, I have a, I don't know which song you're planning to do.
Yeah.
If you were gonna do one,
Yeah.
because I'd like her to do one more, if that's okay with y'all. Which one were you gonna do? Oh, good. Okay, that's cool. I wouldn't know how to sing, but that's cool.
Okay. Well,
Tell the story. No. This is great.
Thanks. I love Elizabeth's song so much. Ah!
Thanks, buddy. Anyway.
E-Dub mentioned I got to spend a year in New York at Berklee College of Music is in Boston, but they have this new master's program in New York City at the Power Station Studios where cool things happen, like Madonna recorded Like a Virgin and stuff, like insanely historic studio space, and they put a master's program in there, so that was cool. And I had to write and record my own album in the year, and I was walking. I'd been in New York, but living there is a whole other thing, and I was so inspired by the city, like so many artists have been through there, obviously, and I was thinking a lot about, weirdly, Georgia O'Keeffe, because I grew up here and I missed the landscape so much, and I was kind of mainlining Georgia paintings just to remember what home looked like, and I ended up writing a lot about her, but that's not this song. I also was certain Ernest Hemingway, who is one of my favorite writers because of his economy of words, I was certain he loved New York, and I was like, which bars did Hemingway drink at in New York? And turns out he didn't really like New York City at all, so I was a little bit let down by that, but I was just kind of obsessed with him too, and I decided to try to fit his life story into a song. So here is, this is called A Very American Story, I think is what Hemingway ended up being. He drank all the time, and ended it all on his own terms. It's so very American. This song is called American Habits. It starts with the lost generation of writers, which a bunch of them did live in New York. So I went to the Algonquin Hotel and tried to write a verse.
Cognac and cobblestones, champagne bottle in the window, scotch and soda. The Americans took over and they took it all back home. Skip the Champs-Elysees, bum a smoke from a poet in a cafe. Right through the wars, collect your divorces. The big man on campus cliche. You left the city of love for Florida and the good rum. A lost generation in the home of the brave. American habits are hard to break, hard to break. Word counts in press rooms, death and sangria in the afternoon. Right through your mornings, file all your stories and promise you'll call her soon. You left the city of lights for San Fermin and the bullfights. A lost generation in the home of the brave. American habits are hard to break, hard to break. Write and rewrite the truest of truths. Till you get to the ending you can't undo. You left the city of love for Idaho and your shotgun. A lost generation in the home of the brave. American habits are hard to break, hard to break.
It's a ditty.
Yeah, I'd say. You also have a new release out, right? Single?
Yeah. I've been putting a bunch of songs that I made at Berkeley out just one at a time. We'll stick them all into an album, but you can hear most everything I made in my bedroom in Brooklyn last year on the internet. So.
That new one's
Also, I wanted to say when I left New York, I had spicy chicken cutlet on a roll, lettuce, tomato, mayo. That's you had to go to the diner. I had to go
right
to a
on.
bodega.
I feel that.
You have to have your last sandwich before you move.
Yeah. I know, and I lived in New York too, and I think I went to Junior's Cheesecake.
Oh, hell
I didn't have
yeah.
anything
Legendary for a reason.
as heady as a bodega. That was good cheesecake. All right. Thank you, Jana. So good. Okay, so believe it or not, I don't really have a ton of sad songs. I know I'm a songwriter and stuff, but I have a couple of sad ones, and this is one of them. So I'm just gonna preface. Everything turned out okay, though. This album had 1.5 sad songs on it. But when I was making my set list last night, I just thought, I need to do this. I don't live on the moon, and my eyes are open. I'm going to say something else too. When I write these songs, I get to change what I want to change as my story goes and grows, and the narrative changes. And so there'll be a couple of changes, not that any of you probably know, 3 of you might, but the words to this, but you sing a song that you wrote a long time ago, and sometimes the parts of it are cringy and they make you hurt inside. Like that's really codependent. I can't keep singing that. So that's part at the end of this song. There's a line that I changed. It's a very pivotal, important line, and you probably won't even know what happened, but I'll signal you. I don't live on the moon, and my eyes are open. I know you'll probably be leaving me soon, and my heart will probably be broken. And I won't pretend that I'm feeling fine. But ain't it funny that I know in the end I will be with a tender touch of time. And love is everything, and timing is everything. And when the two collide and love steps aside and then flies out on that first wind, then timing wins again. You say you came to me too soon, but you cannot tell me why. You tell me you love me, but your heart has the room for more than you and I. Love is everything, and timing is everything. And when the two collide and love steps aside and then flies out on their first wind, timing wins again. Oh my love, I know this hurts. I know she will find a way to tear herself apart from you. And so I know she'll find where to go, and she will not wait for you. Because love is everything, and timing, oh well, it's everything. And when outside and then flies out on that first wind. Timing wins again. Timing wins again. Timing wins again. But love is All right, I got time for a couple more. Shall I keep us a little down and then bring us up, or should I bring us up and then bring us a little back down? It's your call. Bring us up and then bring us a little up. Oh, down and up. Okay. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Could you do a Joni for us?
Oh, sure. I can do that. Yeah. Okay. Now I'm trying to read. Okay, I better do that one first. Joni Mitchell by request of the hostess. So I gave you some background on my crazy head. And when I was a little kid, a song came out. And I mean, it's Judy Collins' version, but it still came out. And it was on the radio all the time. My parents had Joni's records and stuff, 8-tracks and records. But anyway, when I was a kid, I was phobic of tornadoes. I lived in Texas. It was good times in the spring. But when I heard this song, I was probably 5. Or 6, maybe somewhere in there. And I felt heard and seen for the first time in my entire life because of a song. It was the first time music did that for me. It's a totally different meaning for me than what she was singing, but I knew she knew what I knew. Rolls and flows of angel hair and ice cream castles in the air and feather canyons everywhere. I looked at clouds that way. Oh, but now they only block the sun. Rain and snow on everyone. There's so many things I would have done. The clouds got in my way. I've looked at clouds from both sides now, from up and down, and still somehow, you know, it's cloud illusions I recall, and I really don't know cloud at all. Moans and Jones and Ferris wheel, dizzy dancing way you feel, as every fairy tale comes real. I looked at love that way. Oh, but now it's just another show, and you leave them laughing when you go. And if you care, don't you let them know. Don't give yourself away. I've looked at love from both sides and still somehow, with love's illusions, I recall and I don't know love. At all. Tears and fears and feeling proud to say I love you right out loud. But racing schemes, circus crowds, I looked at life that way. So now, old friends are acting strange. They shake their heads and they say that I ain't changed. Oh, something's lost, but something's gained. You're living every day. I have looked at life from both sides now, from give and take, and still somehow, with life's illusions, I'm gonna recall and I don't know life. I have looked at life from both sides now, from win and lose, and still somehow, with life's illusions, I'm recalling I don't know life. At all. Oh, it's life's illusions I recall and I don't know life. At all. Thank you. You're welcome. It's 5:01. That seems like the right way to. I can't write a song better than that. So, thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. Thank you for having this Randy and Julia beautiful community. And who's the next one?
Javier Chaparro.
Javier Chaparro. You won't be disappointed if you come back. All right. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate it. Let's do. Okay, I know. Politics aside. Oh. 2 capos. Better than 1.
J-Pro 24.
That's right.
I'll do it.
I had the T-shirt from the last one.
Yeah. If I have to.
Okay, well, I think you have to.
I guess.
Anyway, we're regardless of the. That was a really good segue, actually. Regardless of your political affiliations or whatnot, these are hard times, and the collective anxiety and sometimes even sorrow. I believe all anger and hate just comes from people being afraid. And whatever that fear is, maybe they can't name. I certainly can't name it if they can't name it. But what we can do is call love into the room, and that's really what this song is. It's an incantation to pull love into the room and into the presence and the space and peace. And I think this is a nice way to send everyone off. We have an interesting couple of months ahead of us, and definitely an interesting couple of weeks. Trusting in the universe to, or whatever, and people and wisdom and things, and I don't give a rat's what your mojo is, just do it. And anyway, this song was written to pull that into the room. I'm out of tune. That is not okay. I don't care what side of the aisle you're on. I can't leave you on a note less tune. Come on, come on, come on. Here's a funny story about this tuner. Janice Ian gave me this tuner. At a show that we were playing together. She didn't want it back. She actually gave me two. I don't know if she was trying to tell me something. No, she was actually very, very kind and generous. But the other one she gave me has her name on the tape around it in red gaff tape. And I said, "Do you want this back?" She said, "No." Okay, either I'm horribly out of tune all the time, or she's just feeling sorry for me. Yep. Okay. See, that's and it's not hard to catch on to this. It was written for that reason. So if you catch on and you want to sing along, feel free. Love, hear my voice through the silence and the noise. Peace is welcome in, it's welcome in. Love, fill my heart, pull me in where I am apart. The peace is welcome in, the peace is welcome in. Love, be my guide, even as I close my eyes. Love, be here now, be here now. Love, sing my words so that everyone is heard. Love, be here now, be here now. Love is all around, it's all around. Thanks, everybody. Thank you so much. Thank you, Jana Pocock from Albuquerque. Don't use your camera.